Hi, welcome to northern Wisconsin, where it is pretty warm this week. Today it's about 87 or something like that out, and a little on the humid side, which I know for you southerners, that's like, that's, winter. No, it's really, really warm for us. But anyhow, I had something exciting happen and arrive in the mail, and I want to share it with you because I think you'll find it interesting. Now, I'm going to back up a little bit. About 2 or 3 months ago, I was contacted by someone who runs a company up I think in the UP or someplace. I'm not really sure where it is. And I got this package in the mail, which I thought, no way, is this from that person? Maybe it is. And as it turns out, it is. This gentleman contacted me about, I don't know, a year or two ago. I can't even remember when it was. I wrote a piece on the Heroes, Heroines, and History blog about the salvaging of old wood and wood that was reclaimed from where it had dropped in Lake Superior and other places, but like from the logging days that when rafts sunk or it came off of ships and was lost or whatever. And divers went down and they dove and they explored this wood. And then they went through this huge process with giant cranes to raise some of this wood out of the icy depths of Lake Superior. And they reclaimed this wood because it's so cold down there that the wood is just pristine and more valuable than ever. And they design and make elegant furnishings out of it. And I'll put a link to the guy's business and to that blog post. But this guy contacted me because several months ago, he was doing some advertising or something. I can't remember what the thing was, but he had found my piece that I wrote that I brought his business up, and I included a video that he had. And he said, hey, can I use some of what you wrote for our promotion and stuff? And I'm like, yeah, go for it. Absolutely. He goes, oh, great. And we chit-chatted back and forth by email. And he said, hey, I'd love to send you something from this reclaimed wood. And I'm like, I didn't expect anything really. I was just like happy to see that my piece is going on and that they found it and everything like that. But a few days ago, and I didn't open it right away because I wanted to do this video, but a few days ago, a package arrived in the mail. And at first I was like, what in the world is this? I had gotten some other birthday present stuff in the mail for my granddaughter and things like that. And I was like, what is this? And I opened the outer box and then I waited because I wanted to do this video. But I went ahead just in case there was any problems. And I opened it. It was all packaged up inside this box to see what it could possibly be. And oh my gosh, you guys, it's amazing. Look at this box made from reclaimed wood. Look at how gorgeous it is. Look at that beautiful wood. And on the back, it has the name of the craftsman. Can you see that? I got to get a better angle here. There it is. The name of the craftsman. And I'm going to post links. I think I said that right in the description. But inside, it's even more cool. First of all, he sent a little cool thing with my name on it. On the back, it has made of different, I don't know if it's different layers of wood or stains or whatever. And how cool is that? And pretty. And here it's got the name of the craftsman, Sydney, custom wooden gifts and laser engraving. And it's got a phone number and a website. It's Sydney Eaton, EATON @hotmail.com. If you want to look at some of the things. But check this out. The inside is beautiful, carved inside. On the inside of the cover, it tells the history. And I'm going to have to go back to the blog and look, but you know what I think? I think this is the piece that I wrote right here. It's and I'm going to read it to you, okay? Just this part. All throughout the 1800s and early 1900s, old photos showed massive rafts of old growth timber, a common sight stored in floating booms on the Great Lakes, or herded down America's river highways all throughout the 1800s and early 1900s. Many of the giant trees that were felled and released by these routes, however, never made it to the mills. While millions upon millions of board feet were sent by waterway every year, it's been estimated that anywhere from 10 to 30% of those harvested logs sunk before reaching their destination. Many of those logs still survive today, resting on deep river bottoms or in the icy cold depths of the Great Lakes. In places like Frigid Lake Superior, where the oxygen content is so low preservation is guaranteed, this is now called timeless timber. Much of the timber is almost 500 years old. Through careful preservation methods, it is now artfully brought to the present with this gift. Okay, so part of that is stuff that I wrote, I think, and part of it might have been stuff on his site. I'm not really sure. It doesn't really matter, but it's just such an interesting history. And I feel so blessed to have this. And what this guy doesn't even know, I think it's a guy and his wife that make these things. I'm not sure. But what they don't even know is that I love wooden boxes. I have not a lot of them. I don't go crazy collecting them or anything, but I have a couple of old wooden boxes. One's an old jewelry box like you would have gotten as a tourist souvenir in some shop years ago, one of those that had a picture on the top of it. And I have that one that I use for jewelry that I keep for special things that I keep in there. And then I just got one at a flea market a couple of weeks ago that had an engraving on a little plate on it, and I flipped it over because it was someone's name, and I flipped it over and stuff, and it's really pretty, and it's not fancy or anything. This is probably the fanciest thing I own as far as wooden boxes. And we got a couple other little slidey ones that were specially made back in the day when my mom and dad had a fly fishing shop, and they sold some special things. And I'm going to treasure this. I don't know what to put inside of it. What do you think I should put inside of it? What do you think I should keep in it? It's so special. Thank you, Sydney. This is just really amazing. I love it. I appreciate it so much. And you guys comment in the comments and tell me what you think I should keep in this special box, okay? Other than that, I hope you've been having a good week. I hope your 4th of July was fabulous. And we had a nice time. And we went down, hung around on a lake, ran into my niece that we didn't expect to see at a cabin that she and her fiance own. And then we came back home. We watched the president's salute to America, which was, oh my gosh, so moving. All the flags and the veterans and the stories, the history. It was really cool. And that was as much as I could stay up for. We didn't go off to any fireworks because I didn't want to get caught up in the busyness of it and stuff. But we had a really nice day with some of the kids. And yesterday, after the 4th, we had another day of partying and fun out at a different lake with my little granddaughter who turned 12 and her family and some friends. But that's what I've been up to. What have you been up to? I'm getting ready, by the way, to release Sabella's Stand. It's coming in only a few short weeks. And, if I can get it out early, I will. So get your pre-order in. Again, don't forget, Lumberjacks and Ladies is going out of print. If it isn't already taken down by Barber, they're giving our rights back to us. And so hopefully, my story, Not for Love, was an award-winning story. And so I do plan to re-release that. I just don't know when. It may be a while. And I'd like to release it maybe with another novella or something so that it's worth your while to have the package deal. But in the meantime, if you'd like to have that copy, get it ordered now. I do have some copies here at the house. If you're local, I can get one to you. But now I'm going to put my thinking cap on and decide what to put in this pretty box. Have a great day, you guys.